Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. This story is about a young girl, 13 years old, was sitting on the porch chilling, and then here comes someone, pulls up. They trying to do a hit on somebody else that was at the porch that also is at that residence, and they wind up hitting this 13-year-old girl, and she loses her life. And they missed the target. And now he just got sentenced to 50 years. His co-defendant got sentenced to 35 years. And then the co-defendant that testified against him, he got 23 years. So that's how that played out. Sit back. I'm going to give you the unique psychological twist of how these 16-year-olds allowed a 26-year-old to manipulate their mind to go carry out this crime and give away their lives for decades. I could break this down because my name is Unique Mecca Audio, for those of y'all that don't know, and I served 26 years in federal prison. I was a menace to society, and I did so much to better myself, and now I'm giving you, me, on YouTube. Sit back, enjoy the ride, and let's boogie. All right? Keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going, keep it going. Make a what? Make a audio. Make a what? Make a audio. Make a what? Make a audio. I like the way it's going down. All right. Whole lot of Jews in this joint today. Right? I want y'all to understand, right? This young man, he sent two 16-year-olds to go carry out a crime, to unalive someone while they on the porch. And like I said, this young 13-year-old girl died. Now he got 50 years. Listen, this is not a news story. This is a warning. Keith Saunders is his name. 26 years old, and he's from Alton, Illinois. He was sentenced to 50 years in prison. Reports say he was the shot caller. He ordered the hit. They say he sent the order. You know, in prison talk, we say he sent the torpedo, you know? But the person who died was a 13-year-old child. Someone's baby. Was Ra'Niya Steward. Rest in peace to her. An innocent child just chilling on her porch where she thought she was safe. But now, I got to give you the jewel in this. When the street sends an order, it don't control who pays the price. Now, come to class, right? I'm gonna be your hood professor today, right? We're gonna have class, we're gonna ask 10 questions at the end. We need y'all to hit the likes, the hype and all that so we can get this out to the youth, right? When the street sends an order, it don't control who pays the price. Now, the porch was supposed to be safe. Ra'Niya was 13. That's still a child. That's school age. She still has dreams, still have laughter, families, still have tomorrow. She was standing on the porch, probably feeling safe, probably feeling normal, probably near someone she knew. Then the street pulled up and her life was stolen. Now, I'm gonna give you the jewel in that so we keep this moving. A child should never die because she was standing near someone else's beef. Put your verdict in the comments, right? Put your verdict in the comments right now on what you think about that. A child should never die because of someone else's beef or that she's standing near someone else's beef. Now, death wasn't even looking for her. Let's get that straight. That's the dark part. She wasn't the target. She wasn't in the war. She wasn't calling shots. She wasn't talking tough. She wasn't holding nothing. She was just there. And that's how dirty violence is. It don't ask questions. It don't check ages. It don't even respect innocence. It just destroys lives. Then everybody cries afterwards. And that's where the jewel come in. Violence always looks small before it moves. But after it moves, it leaves permanent damage. Now, you don't report to class, right? 'Cause like I said, I'm a hood professor, right? I'm a hood professor today. We gonna get this class right, right? The dark mind of a shot caller. We're gonna get into the mindset of the shot caller that sent the hit in the first place. Now, let's talk psychology, right? Not to excuse it, right? But just to expose it. What kind of a man looks at young boys and sees weapons? What kind of darkness takes a 13-year-old mind and fills it with murder? That ain't leadership. That ain't power. That's brokenness. That's predator thinking and behavior. And that's what society thrives to weed out. And that's the sad part, that they even amongst us. Like, how did they get created? We're gonna have to get into the origin of how they got created. But first, we're gonna get into the jewel, right? Yo, you like my bucket today? Y'all like my bucket? Put in the comments if you like my bucket. A real man guides young boys. A broken man turns them into bullets that wind up taking a 13-year-old's life. Now, drop a jewel if that hit different. Give me an emoji if that hit different. Now, why would a 16-year-old listen, right? That's what people ask. Everybody want to know, why would a 16-year-old listen? Or why would another human being listen to another human being tell them to go take a life of another human being? That's what people are asking. Why would they go? Why would they listen? I'll tell you why. Some young boys want love. Some want respect. Some want family. Some want a name. Some want protection. Some want somebody older to say, "You solid, my jigger." And the street uses that hunger, but in a negative manner. And that's when we drop the jewel. So y'all like the jewel? Give me an emoji if you like the jewel. I'm gonna give you different things to give me an emoji for. And don't forget to get the hype if you like the content. But you don't hold up, right? So the street don't always force young boys. Sometimes it feeds the empty place inside them. Now, relax. Let me show you something so you can see what's going on, right? This is what this is about, right? I wanted to give you all the jewels and then come in.
RaNiya, we're going to be calling out that name a lot on tonight.
Calling out her name and calling for a miracle.
A 13-year-old girl fighting for her life, and she wasn't even the target. She was just outside being a 13-year-old.
This tragedy happened in Alderwoman Rosie Brown's ward.
The last report I got is that RaNiya is holding on.
She said Ra'Niya Steward is from Alton, and she was at a family member's house Saturday, standing on the porch when a bullet struck her in the head.
This community, everybody know everybody.
So much so, she even recognizes one of the suspected shooters, 19-year-old Alvin Perry III. Her son knows him from high school.
But when I found that out, he played basketball. He had a good mentor. I'm like, what went wrong? This is his friend. And I'm like, what could I have done? You know, what could the community have done?
Perry, along with 19-year-old Rayshawn Colvin, are accused of multiple charges, including attempted first-degree murder.
My biggest question is, how are these children getting these guns?
Now, just so you understand, that's how real that is, right? This is someone's child. And not to defend anything, but just to give you both sides. Those 16-year-old shooters was someone's child too. And those of y'all watching trying to wind up, how did these parents' children wind up like this? And we're gonna try and give some clarity so that your children don't wind up like this, right? Because the first thing they do is they give them a hug. The same hug that you're neglecting at home because you're taking it for granted that they know you love them because you buying them sneakers and Jordans and giving them everything they want, and they're good kids financially. But emotionally, they're empty. So when they go outside and someone offer them a hug, you know, then they send them. They send them on a hit. All because they gave them the one thing they strive for that you never gave them, which was a hug. And told them, I love you, but you must unalive him. if I do that, that will show you that I love you too? Yes, unalive him, my soldier. And that's how real it is. And that's how it works. First they call you they brother. Oh, you my little brother. I'ma always take care of you. Then they say the foolish, unlawful things, wrong things that they know is wrong. That's when they tell them, you solid. But I just broke the law. But you solid. So now they get that twisted mentality. Then they test them, right? You know, then they press you. Then they send them on another mission. Then the case comes. A 13-year-old lost her life. Then the lawyer comes in. That's where the finances come in. Then the judge come in. Then the sentence comes in. And all that fake love disappears fast, because once your child goes behind bars, they know them no more. Someone else's child is expendable. Now your child is standing in a cage alone, and you're wondering where you went wrong. When a simple hug or a simple I love you may have prevented this, but that's why I'm gonna give you this jewel. The street will call you family until it's time to pay your bill. Put your verdict in the comments if you agree with that. You know what I mean? We speaking. Now, right, the grown man behind the children. Now we're gonna talk about, you know, this is who we're gonna talk about right now, right? Let me see, I'm gonna get my little new thing hooked up. This is who we're gonna talk about right now.
For a miracle.
A 13-year-old girl fighting for her life. And
that's not it. That's not the one I want. I want this one right here.
We got new details tonight in the case of an Alton teen who was murdered nearly a year ago. A fifth person has now been convicted. 13-year-old Ra'Niya Steward was killed by two 16-year-olds who went to her home to kill a rival gang member in February of last year. 26-year-old Keith Sanders has now been convicted of sending those teens to do that terrible job. He was just...
Now, that's what we're gonna talk about, right? We're gonna talk about that grown man that sent those teens to do their job, right? The grown man behind the children. See, everyone sees the shooter, but look deeper. Who planted the idea? Who fed the beef? Who built the anger? Who gave the order? Who sent the children? A grown man with a problem, a grown man with an ego, a grown man with hate. But he didn't go himself. He sent young boys. That's the coward part. And that's where your children is in danger if you don't give them the emotional support they need. You could buy them all the Jordans and games you want and PlayStations and do all that. Give them money in their pocket, make sure they're good. They see family members and all that. But when that one person gives them that hug that you neglected, or tell them those 3 words that you neglected, I love you, I'm proud of you. Go on and shoot that man. Take his life. Because I love you. Now, the jewel in that, right? Because that's where we was at. We was at the jewel, right? Let's ride. Hey, yo, listen, I need y'all to hit the like button, the hype button, put the emoji, put a comment, because I'm letting y'all know now, tell y'all every episode, they done gave me this. This ain't worth nothing right now. You know what I mean? Because they saying you got to hit the like, comment, and say something to get the engagement to go and get it to go out. So if you want this to get to the youth, that's what you have to do. And the sad, sad part about all of this, right? The sad part about all of this is that we're only trying to save the youth. When a grown man sends children to handle his beef, he destroys everybody around him. Do you agree or disagree? Put it in the comments. Now, report to class. Like I said, the hood professor chilling. We relaxing. I'm going to ask you these questions at the end, so pay attention, take notes, get out your notepad, your quickie pad, your quick pad, whatever you're doing. Your iPhone notes, let's keep it moving. All right? Now, RaNiya, right? Let's talk about her for a minute, right? The young lady on the screen. RaNiya's last moment, we're going to talk about what her last moments felt like, you know? Now, slow down. Think about RaNiya standing there, maybe talking, maybe laughing, maybe just being a kid. Then the sound changes. Boom, boom. The energy changes. Everyone is running, fears everywhere, confusion hits. And she's sitting there as a child thinking, why are they shooting? Why here? And then she gets hit. And she thinks, why me? What do I have to do with this? And that's the sad part. And that's why I say talk to the youth, give them emotional support. If you don't feel this video is worth sharing, please get off the channel. The most painful part is she probably never understood why death came to her. That's the most painful part. Drop a jewel for RaNiya. If you won't drop me a jewel, drop a jewel for RaNiya. Give her a rest in peace or something. Now, let's talk about the mother's pain, right? You know, we can't do this without talking about the mother's pain. Now, think about her mother. Her baby's gone. Not sick, not old, not ready. Gone by violence. No prom, no graduation, no future. The next birthday the same. Just pictures, just memories. Just a silence that screams. Where's my baby? Why is this happening to me? Let me give you the jewel. I'm about to get a little emotional on that. My bad for screaming on y'all. I started getting a little emotional. My bag, man. Let's ride. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, let's give an intro because I kind of got hyped. Hit that like button, hit that like button. Keep it moving, keep it moving. All right. Let's relax. Let's get back to RaNiya and her family's pain. That's where we left off at, Ron. Now, the father's pain and the father too. He's in a lot of pain because men break different. Sometimes we're quiet, sometimes we're angry, sometimes we're numb, but inside, we're bleeding. He may be asking, what if I was there? Could I prevented this? What if I called her inside and wouldn't have allowed her to go outside? What if I protected her differently? Even if he could do nothing? What question could torture him forever? You can imagine what this is psychologically doing to the father, how it's breaking him down when he knows he's supposed to always protect his baby girl, and now she's gone from just playing on the very home that he paid rent and taxes to protect. That's supposed to be a safe haven. And he has to sleep with that. Let's ride to the jewel. Grief ain't just pain. Sometimes it's a question that never stops talking because you can't silence it. Make sure y'all come to class. Like I said, you got your notepad and you got everything. Let's go 10 viral controversial questions at the end. Your hood professor is now about to start the class, and thank y'all for coming, and I apologize for keeping you over because we already at 20 minutes. Now, let's talk about the courtroom translation. Let's translate what happens in the courtroom, right? And in the street. In the courtroom and in the street, they call it orders. In court, they call it responsibility. In the street, they call it pressure. In court, they call it evidence. in the street, they say he wasn't there. In court, they say he sent them. That's how 50 years comes to a man that wasn't even there because he sent 2 babies to kill another baby and kill someone's child. Another baby. What is going on out there? Y'all can't see the picture that I'm showing you that I've been living through. Like I said, 26 years in federal prison for running the streets, so I've seen all of this. I sat in ADX Supermax for 5 years. I've been through Lewisburg, Allenwood, Lum Park, Coleman, Florida, Lee County, Otisville, Victorville, till I was finally released. So if you don't think I'm qualified to tell you, I don't know what to tell you. You know, but let me say this. Like I said, this young man sent 2 babies and didn't even go to the scene of the crime and still got 50 years. So if you youngins listening and think that if you go keep sending out these babies to carry out these orders, when it's time to play in their courtroom, not yours, then you have to play by those rules that just you sending the hit. You're more culpable than the people that carried out the hit. The one that cooperated wound up with 23 years. The other one, I think maybe he didn't cooperate, but he got 35 years. And those were the shooters. The one that didn't even shoot got 50 years. If y'all can't see how serious this is, I don't know what to tell you. Now, the street speaks in code, right? But the courtroom translates that code into years, right? The cell after the sentence. Let's talk about what's going on with these young men in the cell after their sentence, right? Remember, this is the hood professor. Sit back and listen, right? The cell after the sentence. Now the courtroom is empty. The judge is gone. The family is gone. The cameras are gone. Now it's just him and 50 years locked in the cell. That number breathes. That number have a life of its own. That number haunts you. It torments you. It controls you. Because you can't stop those thoughts from running through your mind. It sits on your chest and hold you down like a gorilla. Like a Mack truck is on your chest. That's how that 50 years is holding you down where you can't breathe. It talks to you at night. Was it worth it, nigga? That's what it asks you. And of course, I'm going to say, nigga, anyway. So you understand, it asks you that. Like I said, I just did 26 years, man. I'm just telling you what I went through, you know what I mean? Because I was blessed to be out here to share this with you. But when it sits on your chest, it talks to you at night. And it's definitely going to ask you, was it worth it? And they're going to ask you who really loved you. Why did a child have to die? That's the cell inside the cell within his mind that he's going to create for the rest of his life from these acts. Let's get to the jewel. All right, let's get to the jewel. The bars lock your body, but regret locks your mind. Do you agree with that? Put that verdict in the comment. Let's see where we at, Ron. Now, I'm going to give you the Unique Mecca audio twist. I know I've been on here a minute, but I feel like riding. Y'all feel like riding? Let's ride. All right, now, how we do it? All right, check it out. The Unique Mecca audio twist. Here's what most people miss. That wasn't just a shooting. That was recruitment. That was grooming. That was control. That was growing man using young minds to carry old beefs. The bullet killed RaNiya, but the mindset loaded it first. That's the real lesson. Before the gun went off, somebody's mind was already poisoned. And those 2 young boys carried out that poisonous mindset that was instilled within them. And now the jewel. The trigger is the last step. The real danger starts when a child's mind gets recruited into this foolishness to feel that it's all right to take someone else's life because of someone else's feelings and emotions towards that person. Now, drop a jewel if that hit home. Drop a jewel if that hit home. Now, message to the young ones, right? Now I'm gonna talk to all you young mother effers out here now, right? You good brothers and sisters, right? Listen to me. If an older man loves you, he won't send you to shoot. If he respects you, he won't risk your life. If he sees your future, he won't use your anger. Ask him this: would he go himself? Would he send his son? Would he do the time that you will be getting if you get caught? Or would he just disappear? You see how fly this is? If y'all don't believe in sharing this, I don't know what to tell you. And y'all getting jewels, hit the like, the emoji, Cash App on the screen. Make sure you hit the icon that say it was created 2020. I'm trying to build a new system. Whatever you can contribute towards the commissary foundation. Let's keep it moving. I got to put these orders in to, to the Best Buy through the commissary orders. Only if we could do this while we was in prison, y'all would get so much jewels. I had to fight to get out here to give you this, and I don't deserve a Cash App or a like or emoji or a hype or something. Now, right, if someone can send you to do it, they can also leave you to pay for it. If someone can send you to do it, they can also leave you to pay for it. Now, this the hood to professor. Y'all want to break? Y'all want to break? I don't want to give y'all a break. I'm not giving you a break. We ride. Right? We ride. All right, let's go, right? So we coming to class, right? Now I'm gonna close up out of here, right? Because I know I've been on here a long time, and I apologize for keeping y'all after class, right? So don't just hear 50 years. Hear Ra'Niya's name. Hear the porch. Hear the mother. Hear the father. Hear the young boys. Hear the cell doors clicking and clanging. Hear the sentence running through his mind, driving him crazy. Hear the warning that we're giving them here at Unique Mecca Audio. This was not worth it. Not for beef, not for ego, not for pride, not for no street or no street code. We talking about a 13-year-old lost her life. If y'all don't believe in sharing this video, man, ain't no chance in saving you. All right, now, let's get the jewel in that round. The streets are real, but prison is realer. And the cemetery is forever and ever. Put your verdict in the comments on that round. Now, I'm gonna just get right into the 10 controversial questions. I wanna see what y'all gotta say about these questions. Y'all waited long enough for this. Let's go. After this, I'm gonna play Murder Mook, speaking what he got from my program. If y'all trying to send in the video, showing how you like the program, shoot the video like this and send it to the number on the screen. If you want to give your testimony to the channel and be aired on the channel, let's go. Now, right, first you. Was Keith Sanders the one who sent the shooters more dangerous because he allegedly sent teenagers instead of going himself? That's your first question. Your second question, right? What makes a 16-year-old listen to a 26-year-old in a situation like this? Now, third question, right? Do the streets groom young boys before they destroy themselves? Put it in the comments. Now, fourth question. Should the person who gives the order be punished like the person who pulled the trigger? Put that in the comments. Did Ra'Niya's family receive a life sentence too? From everything you learned from Unique Mecca Audio, put in the comments how Ra'Niya's family will be serving time with these, just like these men are serving time from what you learned from Unique Mecca Audio, right? Let's go to 6, right? Y'all in class, y'all like the hood professor, we riding good? Why do young boys mistake being used for being loved? want to hear what y'all got to say about that one, right? We're going to hit number 7, right? Is this one a murder case? Or is this the street system doing what it does? Question 8. Every time you see the bell, you know it's a question, so take notes. Let's keep it moving. Should grown men get extra time when they use teenagers to carry out violence? Put that in the comment. Number 9, let's ride. What should every parent teach their son from this story that I've just reported here at Unique Mecca Audio? Now, final question. What's the lesson? The 50 years, the dead baby, or the way the streets recruited young boys? Tell me, what's the real lesson to you? That someone's child got 50 years? Or the dead child? Or the way the streets recruited the 2 young men to give them 23 years and 35 years? Put that in the comments. Let me know what you think. We've been on here long enough. I apologize for keeping y'all after class, but you know what? Who gives a crap? Because you're learning something. That's what it's about. You came here to learn something. You're leaving with something. I'm going to show you my man Murder Mook. He's going to tell you what he got for the channel. Like I said, if you're trying to send your testament in, hold the phone like this and send it to the number on the screen. Let's keep it moving. All right, Murder Mook, what's up, son?
Hey, what's going on, man? Murder Mook, Harlem, you know what it is, man. I just want to express how much gratitude I got for Unique. You know what I mean? I was telling him a story, telling him how I felt about, you know, if anything was to go wrong with my career, rap-wise, you know, if, you know, shit be slow, and I got so many opportunities to be able to do the wrong shit. When I watch Unique Mecca Audio, I feel it, and I, like, to my soul, and that's keeping me farthest away from doing anything criminal. Anything criminal. He made me think straight, honestly. Made me think straight, because I've been watching him for about a year, like a year now, maybe. And it just took my mind way off of that. Way off of that. From a year ago, it got rough. For a year ago,
Yeah.
and from watching this man, I just felt like, you saved me. You saved me. And I just want to show my gratitude, and I want to say thank you, man. Unique Mecca Audio, anything you need, brother, from me.
All right.
Anything you need, man.
All right. All right, make sure you cop the book of Raw in Harlem at rawinharlem.com. Cop the book at rawinharlem.com. Cop the book at rawinharlem.com, and we out of here.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Real. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca Audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the